Martin Luther King Jr. You probably know him as the Christian leader of the nonviolent civil rights movement in the 50s and 60s. He received the Nobel Peace Prize for combating racial inequality through peaceful resistance. His death prompted riots in many cities because African Americans just didn't want to lose the rights and freedoms he fought his entire life to defend. Well, today, here's a story for you. Today, his niece comes out and says Trump is not a racist. She came out on Fox and Friends Saturday morning defending Trump, calling the accusations outrageous. President Donald J. Trump fell under a barrage of criticism this week after a Democratic senator alleged that he referred to Haiti and several other nations as a SH blank T-hole countries during immigration reform negotiations. Racism is just a word that is being bandied about and thrown at the president unjustly, she said. President Trump is not a racist. She also defended his alleged remarks, saying that they were targeted towards the governments of those countries, not necessarily the people. Some of their own leaders have taken advantage of them, she said. King continued, saying it's outrageous to call a man racist who continues to acknowledge the significance of Dr. Martin Luther King, Reverend Martin Luther King, my uncle, in a positive way, and he puts his money where his mouth is. He puts his energy behind it. He said, the Negro cannot win if he is willing to sacrifice the futures of his children for immediate personal comfort and safety, King said. Abortion, of course, forces us to do exactly that. I really believe that if my uncle were here today, he would encourage us to find solutions to the problems, even women's problems, and all problems without having to do violence to babies in the womb. I'm just convinced that he would agree with that, King said. As the niece of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I emphasize the Reverend because history has not always recorded his spiritual aspects. I have been mostly impacted by his messages of unity, of racial reconciliation, of course, nonviolence, and the strongest has always been and will always be for me the agape love message. So there you have it. Alveda King, conservative niece of the legendary Martin Luther King, has now come out in defense of our president, the 45th, Donald J. Trump. I couldn't ask for a better Martin Luther King Day present, could you? But hey, listen, guys, we're a brand new channel. This is actually the very first episode. Stay tuned. We have lots more in store for you. Lots of content on the back burner. Lots to cover. So, hang in there. Stay with us. Thank you.